Hi, this is Chris, and we're going to do a review on a 2014 GMC Terrain. I've got the doors, the hood up and everything, so we'll start with the underneath the hood first. Of course, I have it running. It's showing a 2.4 liter, and I'm going to bet that can't be a V6 because the pep, it's not that powerful. So it's going to be a 4-cylinder engine, has to be. This is one of the things I guess you got your stuff over here for your brake fluid, but as far as other fluids, you got these over here for your washer and for your radiator. They seem to be fairly conveniently located. This is, I guess, some kind of an air box. Look it over here so you can kind of see some from the side. You can see a box there. The air filter is actually over here. A decent amount of room underneath the hood to work on it for little things. Air conditioner port. It does, the thing I do like, and I'm just kind of a pet peeve, is I don't like the bars that have to hold the hood up. So you do have a strut right here to hold the hood up. So to me, that's a big plus. This is the smaller SUV. There's the Terrain, and then there's the Envoy that's a little bit bigger. I like the Envoy as far as the space, but I do have to say, I'm not real crazy about the squared off. How square? Remember that, like the old Pontiac Aztec, kind of reminds me a little bit of that. So I'm not really crazy about the square look of it. We're going to go to the interior of the front seat last. I did want to talk about this. I'm a little over about 6'1" or so, so I've got the seat currently at a comfortable driving space for me, and you've got a fair amount of space in between for your knees. I can easily sit back here in this back seat, and I will have probably an inch or two between my knees and the back of the front seat. So as far as that's concerned, I'm impressed at how much back seat legroom. This is probably kind of a base model because this is kind of a cloth seat, and there's a power port, cigarette lighter little port for power right there. So this model doesn't have anything else as far as audio or anything like that. It does have a plug-in for that, which is nice. I do have a third little fold-down armrest piece. These seats do fold down. There's a clip right here. You can raise this up and the seats will fold down. So it gives you more back seat space. This is the trunk area. You can see my laptop back here, but this is the kind of the trunk area. It does have another power adapter port back here. There's a speaker grill here, so I'm assuming that's probably going to be the sub that's in there. I don't know if this unit actually has a sub. It did have a decent amount of low end on the stereo with it, so it does have some storage, which I'm not real sure why you would necessarily have storage here, because I don't believe, yeah, there's no additional seat. There's the spare tire. There's not a third row option with this car, so maybe it's just jumper cables or something back there. So let's go ahead and go up to the front seat now. We'll talk about some of the specs for the interior. I do like this piece of it. The dash cluster looks nice. The tag, temperature, gas, and then the speedometer over there. It's got the little port thing here, so as you're driving you can bring up other pieces of information about that. The console cluster here is kind of nice. I really like it. I tell you what, I am very impressed with the IntelliLink piece of it, as well as I think it's the MyLink that some of the other GM cars have on it. I think it's the same thing. You can take your phone. The port to plug in is down in here. You do have a cigarette lighter adapter at the bottom. You do have a headphone input jack down there, and then you also have the USB port that you can plug into. So this happens to be when I plugged up a coworker's iPhone in there. The stereo sees it, pops it up, starts playing music. We were listening to Pandora while we were driving down the road and was able to control it all from the screen. Love that piece of it a lot. The dash shape is very futuristic. It's got the kind of the amber stuff like you typically see on a Pontiac. Since they're not making Pontiacs anymore. I like it. It's got a fair amount of storage, like up in here. To me, it's kind of a little bit of a waste. Here's where you put your CD in. The rest of the air conditioner controls are here. Stereo controls there. The rest of the MyLink stuff. You can sync it to your phone. Works great with the Bluetooth. I'm impressed as far as the stereo piece of it, as far as the functionality and the integration with a phone, either Android or iOS. Works great. I'm very, very happy. Out of almost any car that I've seen, I'm happy with the way GM's done the integration with the phone part of it. better than anybody else. And at least based on the cars that I've done the reviews on. Steering wheel, kind of a leathery feel. I'm not sure if that's real leather or not, but it feels great. Got your nice controls here. So here's all your cruise control, all your audio, phone, controls, source, volume. There's no other controls back here. Windshield wipers, blinkers, lights, your standard stuff. The seats feel fairly comfortable. Not a whole lot of road noise out of the car. So I'm impressed overall. My biggest complaint is what I said early on in the video, was it just does not seem to have enough pep for this size of a car. It really needed to have a small V6 engine in it or something like that. So I don't know if they make this in a V6 model. If they don't, they should. If they do, my recommendation would be to spend a little extra money, get the V6. I doubt you're going to suffer much on the gas mileage. On the shift, here's where you can control what gear, up or down if you need to do it manually. I will put it in reverse and show you this piece. So the GMC MyLink, there you go, turns into a rear camera that's back there. So now I can see what's behind me, and which is, I really like. I like backup cameras. And I'll put it back in park, and there we go. On a 1 to 10 scale, I'm going to give this one probably a 7.5. If it had a little bit bigger engine in it, a little bit more power on the engine wise, I would probably give it an 8. I'm deducting a little points for the engine, and I don't like the square. And of course, that's a personal preference. I don't like the squared things over the fenders. I don't like the squared off front end. I don't like the squared rear end. It drives great, not a lot of noise inside of it. It's just more of an outward design, and the engine performance is my biggest complaints with this car. Other than that, you know what? If I want a small SUV and I don't need the third row seat, I would probably seriously consider this one, because I really love the GMC MyLink stuff. To me, being able to get in here, plug up your phone, and just have the thing work, that's huge to me. Let me know what you think. Hopefully give me some thumbs up, and feel free to subscribe. And hopefully this was helpful to you, and we will talk to you next time. Thank you.